Hi guys, welcome to another Inkscape video tutorial in which we are going to learn how we can skew different objects. Although you probably won't be skewing objects as often as you will need to scale or rotate them. But I think it's still worth knowing how skew works in Inkscape for such kind of situation when you have to need the skewing tool. And that's what we will look in this video. There are two ways to skew in Inkscape. One is by dragging and eyeballing it, and the other method is by using precise numerical values. But first let's take a look how we can use this dragging method. So for that what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna go into the selector tool as I already into the selector tool, and then I can just select this object. And by clicking on this, if I'm gonna click first time, and then you can see I can modify it or whatever. But if I'm gonna click it on again, the handles are gonna change. So these corner handles, these are for the rotation handles. As you can see, you can rotate them. I'm gonna go back, Control Z, and these handles which are into the center of these sides, these are skewing handles. So what you can do is you can just hold it and then you can skew it in any direction. And might be you are looking at it like there is a point into the center. So they are skewing at the center point. But now there is another thing, like this is not necessary that this point should be into the center. If you want, you can move it somewhere here and then you can skew around that point of the center. Or it is also not necessary that this center point should be in the range of the object. You can move it anywhere. For example, I want to move it here. And then what I can do is I can skew around that center point, as you can see. Or if you want to bring that center point here back into the object, what you can do is you can hold Shift on your keyboard and then you can click that center point. So in this way, it's going to come back into the center of the object. Okay, so this was the first option, but just by dragging and eyeballing, we can skew. Hi guys, sorry for distraction, but if you think my videos are helpful and if you are a serious Inkscape learner, then I'm gonna recommend you can go into the description of this video where you would find my course link where I have over 7 hours of Inkscape videos. In every video, I explain each and every individual tool with an example as well. Moreover, if you want to collaborate, if you have some kind of projects or assignment and you want to connect, feel free to contact me with my email which is also given into the description. Thank you. So next option is by going into the transform dialog. So for that, what I would like to do is I would go into the objects and here into the second last option, transform dialog, or there is a shortcut key Shift Control plus M. I'm going to open it. So here into the transform dialog, you can see there are different options: move, scale, rotate, which we already have covered in previous videos. So right now I'm going to go into the skew. Okay, so into this skew, you can see there are different options. For example, if I'm going to select this object, so you can see I can skew it in different units like gradient, radian, degree, turns, percent, pixels, mm, points, inches, centimeter, and much more. For example, if I want to go with the degree first time, and then what I want to do is like there are two different values if you want to skew horizontal or vertical. So let's say I want to go with the horizontal skew first, and I'm going to enter 25 degree. And here this is an option, like if you want, you can skew them separately or individually. I'm going to uncheck this. Okay, and then I'm going to apply. You can see it's just going to skew horizontally, like it went, the top of the object went to the left and down of the object went to the right. So this was 25 degrees skew. And now if I want, and I can go with a different unit, for example, I want to go with the pixels and 25 pixel, for example, and I'm going to select this object and then I'm going to apply. As you can see, it also skew into the same direction, but the movement is very less as compared to 25 degrees. Even if I want to redo this skew, I can just undo, or what I can do is I can just provide negative values and I can bring them back. For example, if I'm gonna give this was movement by 25 degrees, so I'm gonna go back into the degree and I'm gonna apply minus 25. So it's gonna skew into the negative direction, as you can see. So it comes into the original position. Okay, let's move to the vertical skew. For that, I want to move this value, I want to turn to the 0 and degrees. Okay, so for the vertical direction into the horizontal direction, what skewing is doing, the top side is going to go to the left and bottom side is going to move to the right. This was in the horizontal. Into the vertical, the left side would go to the top and right side would go to the down. So let's say, for example, I want to skew 25-degree vertical skew, and then I'm going to select this object and apply. So you can see this left side is moved up and right side moved down. Now again, if I want to go 25 pixels, but this object, and then I'm going to apply. So it has the same effect, like vertical skew, left goes on the top, right goes down. But again, the degree has way more influence than the pixels. Now you might be wondering, like when we are choosing different values like 25 pixels, so how it's gonna move internally into the skewing. So what it's gonna do is it's gonna divide this value by 2, and whatever is the answer, so it's gonna move that number of values one side and another number of values to the another side. For example, 25 pixels, so it's gonna divide it by 2, so 12.5. So what it's do is 12.5 pixels, it's gonna move onto the left side and 12.5 pixel onto the right side. Or if you want to see, I can show here. As you can see, this box is here. So this is 100 pixels wide and 100 pixels heighted. So if I want to change, let's say I want to make 50 horizontally to 50 pixels, and then let's apply. So you can see right now. So what it does is, like, it divided this 50 pixels by 2 and 25. So it moves 25 into the left, 25 into the right. So that's why right now here, as you can see, this is 150 pixels wide. Before that, it was 100 pixels. So this is all about this video. In this video, we took a quick look how the skewing works in Inkscape. We already have seen how we can skew a selected object by dragging by using the transform dialog, and how skewing by degree is little different from skewing by units of the pixels and points. That's all for this video. Thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please don't forget to like and subscribe to support this channel, where you are gonna find a lot of videos and tutorials. And if you are a serious learner, I am gonna highly recommend you can go into the description of this video and you can find my course link, where I have over 5 hours of videos in which I have explained each and every tool in a very detailed video with an example as well. And if you have some projects or assignments or tasks, feel free to write me on my email, which is also given in the description. Thank you.